What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest channel and podcast. If you're on the podcast platforms, please do go ahead and subscribe. And if you are on YouTube, please do the same, as well as hitting that like button. It's like walking into the room and hitting that light switch. And let's get into this conversation. All right. I wanted to talk about this story that I saw about this guy that has been in the news who lost so much money, billions literally, in cryptocurrency investments, and he's not in jail. And look, I don't understand a lot when it comes to crypto and investments, and I'm not a financial person. I do have some crypto that I own, and things like that. Thankfully, it was not on his exchange, and the founder of that was Sam Bankman-Fried of FTX, and he has lost billions of dollars. Like, he mismanaged. I won't even say lost, because investments are not guaranteed. I get that. I'm not that illiterate when it comes to finances and investments, but he mismanaged, and that is a huge thing. I mean, I guess mismanaging and lying may not be seen as the same thing in the eyes of some, but I don't really know, because this story has been really scary when you hear about all of the money that people lost. Some people lost almost all of it. And listen, I know enough to know about investments is that you don't invest what you can't afford to lose, because it is a risk. It's not technically gambling, like going and playing the lotto or going to Vegas and, putting it all on this or on the craps table or whatever. But technically, it is a gamble, because a gamble is something that you are taking a risk with. So I definitely understand that. Just a little background on Sam Bankman-Fried. He was one of the richest people in crypto, thanks to his FTX exchange and Alameda research trading firm, before his empire came crashing down in November, which is this month. So after users began withdrawing their investments from FTX at a rapid pace, he filed for bankruptcy for FTX, FTX's U.S. operations, and Alameda Research. It's a stunning fall from grace for Bankman-Fried, who had been heralded as a modern J.P. Morgan for swooping in to save troubled crypto firms before his own firm blew up. The son of two Stanford law professors, he studied physics at MIT and traded ETFs at a quant firm before pivoting to crypto trading in late 2017. He launched FTX in 2019 and grew it into one of the leading exchanges for buying and selling crypto derivatives. In early 2022, investors valued FTX and its U.S. operations at a combined $40 billion. Most of his wealth, which peaked at an estimated $26.5 billion, was tied up in ownership of about half of FTX and a share of its FTT tokens. Okay, so young guy was worth about $26.5 billion. Like, seriously. He's 30 years old. Okay? And that is immense. That really is. But there's a lot going on with this story. I don't know all of the ins and outs. We don't know what's going to be the ultimate end of this. But right now, as it stands, a lot of those who lost a lot are furious that this man is not in jail. And listen, I don't know if they're going to try to make this into a Bernie Madoff situation, because I don't know the ins and outs and the details of this. I believe the situation with Bernie Madoff was they boiled what he was doing down to a Ponzi scheme. I don't know if it's a similar situation with this guy, but maybe there's more going on in the background than we are being made to know about. So we'll see what comes of that. But it's being reported that he's going to be speaking at a convention, at a conference, a financial conference when this man just filed for bankruptcy for his business, and a lot of the investors lost almost everything that they had. And it's crazy. But the situation is he's going to be speaking at what is called the Deal Book Summit on Wednesday, November the 30th. And he's going to be interviewed by journalist Andrew Ross Sorkin. And so with this being announced, because he actually tweeted it himself, he says, I'll be speaking at Andrew Sorkin at the Deal Book Summit next Wednesday. And people are like responding to that. And it's been hundreds and hundreds of tweets with regards to this guy being at this conference and being interviewed, as a matter of fact, not just being there, but being interviewed. But it's that he is being accused of mismanaging billions of dollars, and now he's going to be amongst high-level executives and business and cultural leaders at this Deal Book conference. The chairman and CEO of BlackRock, which is one of the leading real estate investment firms in the country, the founder of Netflix, Andy Jassy of Amazon.com, is the president and CEO, the Treasury Secretary of the country, Janet Yellen, and the president of Ukraine, Zelensky. Like, these are just a few of the people that are going to be there. So people are like asking, why is he not in jail? Like, what are we doing here? Why is this guy able to just walk free? And not only walk free, but he's coming to a financial conference to be interviewed. Like, how crazy is this right now? And those who've lost all of their money or close to all of it or just lost some of it, and this guy was mismanaging their money, some people may say, well, that's the chance they took. They shouldn't have put everything they had into that. And honestly, I do agree. You should not put everything that you have into investments. That's never supposed to be the way it should be. It's not meant to be that way. So that definitely was not wise. But the fact that he can just go and file bankruptcy and move along with his life as if nothing really happened is just crazy. But this country, when it comes to situations like this, if you think about it, all of the people that he has injured, I don't hear anything at this point in time being done for these people. But when you look at the Chrisleys who were convicted of tax fraud and bank fraud, not saying that that was okay, I'm not condoning it, but it seems like when it comes to people ripping off the bank or the government, the IRS, when it comes to money, these people, they get the book thrown at them. I believe Todd Chrisley got sentenced to 16 years, either 12 or 16 years in prison, and his wife got convicted and sentenced to 7 years. Like, the book is thrown at them, and they have to pay, I believe, about $30 million in restitution. But with all of these people, what is going to happen for them? Because he gets to just go and file bankruptcy and go scot-free while they just are like, well, too bad, so sad. Sorry you lost your money. Better luck next time. So it's like those who are the least of these, they suffer the most damage, but nothing is really done for them. And I'm speaking in terms of all of these people who have invested and lost their money, altogether billions. And there are some celebrities now that are being sued in conjunction with this situation. I believe Tom Brady, Kevin O'Leary, and Steph Curry are also set to lose big, and there have been some celebrities that have been sued in conjunction with this, maybe because they were promoting it or maybe they were influencers for it. I don't really know all the details with that. I don't have that information in front of me at the moment. But this guy just gets just to go and live his life. Okay, bankruptcy's filed and signed, and now I'm just moving on. And these people are wanting to know, like, what's going to happen to him besides him just filing for bankruptcy and getting off scot-free. Meanwhile, I've lost all of my money. It's not fair. Definitely doesn't seem fair or right, but we do see a lot of that happening in our world. So this isn't anything new when it comes to those who are considered the least of these or the little, not really getting the justice that they deserve. But God forbid you make some false claims on a bank application or anything when it comes to taxes, they're going to come after your ass. So I just am like, wow. To hear this, I am glad that I did not have my money invested in any of his crypto exchanges. I've used Coinbase for years, and I'm even now leery about that too, because it's like, okay, what's next? We shall see. But again, I don't have all of my money there either, so that's the other thing as well. So guys, you let me know what you think about this story when it comes to this guy who lost billions of dollars in his crypto exchange, and now he's like as soon as next week going to be speaking at and being interviewed at a financial conference, while all of these people are really screaming bloody you know what and wanting him to be behind bars for what he has done. But we don't know if it'll ever come to that, because I'm not sure if it's going to be seen as I'm not sure if it's going to be seen as a Ponzi scheme like what Bernie Madoff did. It seems like it may not be that way, but there may be more to the story than we know right now. So we'll see what comes of it. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. And until the next time, this is Beth, and I'm just being beautifully honest.